in that, we were just speaking about backyard gardening and the little things that we could do. What support systems should exist to sustain it, should a household decide to do that?
So the extension services, for example, so they would provide the technical support that is needed. So from the Ministry of Agriculture, from the standpoint of the Ministry of Agriculture, you have the extension services that can help. And there are organizations such as ICA and Cardi, ICA, for example, have been supporting backyard gardening in Grenada. There's actually an organization of backyard gardeners right here in Grenada, supported through ICA. So those are some of the systems that are there, and they're not there just to provide the technical support. You also can look at the educational programs as a support system, and we're talking about the educational programs from not only the Ministry of Agriculture, but our learning institutions. I know, for example, the UWI usually have a home gardening class that they offer online. And even if it cannot be paid for, sometimes they put out gardening tips, YouTube video clips. And so you can just log on to YouTube and you can grow anything. And so YouTube, I would consider as a system, a support system that you can that you can actually make use of to help support you in terms of your little gardening at home. I've seen right here to the Grenada Solid Waste Authority in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture help homeowners with composting. So you get the little compost bin and they actually visit you at home. And those are systems that are actually existing. So we as a people, we can make ourselves, learn. We can learn about what is happening around us. And this is where the media comes in, and the media can actually act also as a support system in the type of information they put out, and they're providing access to the information for us as homeowners to help support household gardening. And then the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. I know you all have been doing extensive work. You have a social media page where you can find recipes and so on. And this in the context of food utilization. And it is a key pillar of food security that we cannot ignore, because it's not just having the food, but it's how we use the food to make it nutritious for us, to make it healthy for us. And the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, I think, is quite poised to do that, and to help us to be a little bit more aware of the things we can do with what we have here locally and how we use it. Also, I think support systems like community groups, church groups, they can also assist, because sometimes you just need one little push, maybe with a little bit of input supplies, some seeds, and so that you can have a start with, and then you take it from there. So it's in terms of education, educationally, in terms of the technical support from the extension unit, in terms of the access to the knowledge from our local media, the sharing of knowledge from the persons around you. I'll give you an example. My neighbor, just 2 steps down the road, he has planting in his backyard. He has green bananas, like what we say is fig, basically. He has sweet peppers. I have tomatoes. I have cucumbers. I have bell peppers. I have salve, And sometimes when I come, I meet probably a plastic bag with some planting on my step, and I know it's my neighbor. And then I pass, and then I exchange. As simple as it might seem, is that sort of community networking is also a key support system that can encourage and support backyard gardening and homeowners and at food security at the household level.
That's beautiful. And in our culture in Grenada, it's really important to move good with people. That's what we
Yeah,
say.
that's very true. And the social aspect of it, something that we ignore. It helps in terms of our mental health. You have that sort of rapport with your neighbor. You exchange the way in which you grow things, the knowledge that you share with them. Those are things that there's a farmer who lives close to me. He actually came and showed me how to stake the tomatoes and how to prune it to get a maximum crop from it. So I mean, as simple as this might be, that little network around your neighborhood also is very instrumental and very important in food security at the household level.